Alright, what's going on guys, it's your boy Dipper here, and today we're going to talk about Rocket League and the toxicity that comes with it like a cup of tea. One thing that I've always found difficult in Rocket League, and especially competitive, is the team communication. As far as like whether you're grouping up with your own teammates or it's just random people, it's very difficult to get across, what you're trying to do as far as the ball, just because you're either like really good and you can just control the ball like a fucking master, or you're like me and you just hit the ball randomly and see what the ball does. Now, with the difficulty of calling out and stuff like that, especially if you're not in a party with your teammates, is I guess you have an expectation on the skill gap or the kinds of rotations or the shots they can take and the passes that they can make and anything like that is very, very hard to depict when you don't know that person or what they've done in the past or how they can play. So you have to fit into that realm of, what your teammates can do and as far as how you're going to play, whether it's defensive, offensive, aggressive, or whatever. It's just really difficult to get a W if you don't have those things intact. And one thing that I've seen not too often as I play now, but a little back when I was playing like Rocket League like a lot, like I played it about every single day or for a few hours of the day, I noticed like a lot of Smurfs. Now Smurfing, I have nothing against Smurfing, but when you Smurf on Rocket League, it's like so there's just no way. If you're a low level, you will get bad people, and I think that's something that Overwatch has fixed, but other games have not fixed as well, and this includes this game because when you Smurf, you get the most horrible teammates or you get the most horrible people, and it's really easy to place high and competitive when you Smurf an account or just in general, just because you've mastered the game already and you're just no one can get off the ground. You're just a fucking helicopter in the air. You're just looking at ants like push around a rock all day. Like that's literally what it is because you can get in the air so much higher, so much faster. Your reaction time and your rotations and the card that you're using, your turning radius, you got all that understood, and you're basically just you're in a montage. You're playing a montage in a game. Another thing is a skill gap in general, just because Rocket League is such a dynamic game. You have to understand and be able to do a lot of different things to be able to get the W or to have team communication and coordination. Pretty much that's like the two things that are like important in every team-based game, honestly. That's in my opinion. But I think the range of skill is very, very, very broad. As far as me, I used to be like kind of good compared to like the people I was around on the level I was on. But as I went to Legend, I realized, wow, I'm really not that good. And a lot of my friends that play Rocket League, they're a lot better than me just because I don't know, they just have that thing for the game. Like they can area really well, they can air dribble, they can ceiling shot, they can do all these things that I could never do. With practice, I probably could, but I just don't have interest in that game that much anymore. That I've just become, I don't know, I've become like a veteran in like a Rocketeer spectrum. Now the next topic is game chat, which is pretty toxic within itself just because of the chat options they provide to you, such as nice shot, what a save, wow, okay, and all of that. I guess they're range in emotion, but as far as the player can take them, they can take them very offensive. Let's say you miss an open goal and your team just spams nice shot. You can see the sarcasm there, and that raises the toxic level like a little bit. I mean, just because, I don't know, people just think this game is so easy to people, and they just think anybody can play it, or these are some basic skills that a Rocket League player needs to have. And not all of the people have that. A lot of people play different games like me, so I'm not really good at the game like that. And that's why I really don't play it as much or at all anymore. So along with game chat, you can turn off the option. You can turn off game chat. It's completely available to you to turn it off so you don't see the other team's, reactions like, wow, nice shot, what a save, all that kind of stuff. And you can pretty much say what you want in team chat and game chat. So with that just opens the door for toxicity mid-game, like literally mid-game, which is very different compared to a lot of games like Call of Duty or Overwatch or Rainbow Six Siege. You don't have that option to communicate with the other team mid-game, and that's what I think just raises it up like a lot, just because you can directly just smash your team with toxic levels of, I don't know, anything you can use in the chat options to trigger them. And that's mid-game. That's not even when the game is over. The game is still going. So that's like one of the biggest things I believe that makes this game so toxic. Now, when a game is pretty one-sided, you have a team that's just destroying probably like 2 minutes or 3 minutes in. You know, some teams will forfeit and some teams won't. Um, some people just take forfeit as, okay, if we're losing, it's going to be a very small chance or an impossible chance for us to win, so we're just going to forfeit. But some people see it as like a threat to their skill level or something like that. Let's say if you say GG or forfeit like really early in the game just because of the score or just the way the other team is playing, they might take very, very seriously and they will take high offense to it. So it just adds on. Like there's nothing that you can say in team chat or game chat for it not to be toxic. Like in general, like in my opinion, like just because the nature of the game is like this, I just don't think you can be as genuine as you can without some sort of, I don't know, some sort of feelings being hurt, honestly. So with that, I feel it's not only in competitive, but as well as in casual. As about as casual as you can get is probably like Rumble, because Rumble or Chaos, those two game modes are probably the most casual game modes in my opinion. Other than that, like Drop Shot, Hoops, anything like that, the ones that take like pretty good skill or like a sound skill and aerials and ball touches and dribbling and all that kind of stuff, those game modes, just good luck. Good luck to having a good time. One last thing is the stat line. The stat line is appearing all game long. It's sort of like Call of Duty when you can say you're clearly carrying a team, or you could say I'm doing everything, or you have the most kills, you have the most goals, you have the most saves. Those things are very clear and apparent in the middle of the game, and that's why you can say, oh, I'm carrying or whatever, just because you know already. You know you're doing everything for your team. So that's all I have for this video. More videos to be coming very soon. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you in the next video. Peace out.